Todd, how do you feel after gaining 30 pounds on tour from eating so much?
Fuck you! You try to play piano for you, and all you want to do is drink beers, so I have to drink beers with you. Fuck you! I lost it because you made me. You lost it.
I lost it because I want to eat these chicken tacos.
Me, my girlfriend, my best friends, and my dog. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my blog. Oh, man.
Hey guys, got one thing to say before I get into the story time talking about how I popped my ribs out, broke my bones, and hurt myself a lot. We have one show left, show's this Friday. It's in Los Angeles at the Regent downtown. You can grab tickets. There's like 20 left, so you should literally grab the tickets right now if you want to come. All right, let's carry on with the story time. Hey Kristen, what's up? What the fuck? Since I'm home from tour for a couple days, I just wanted to explain a couple of the things that happened. Like, for example, in Detroit, I popped a rib out, found out a bunch of different things that are wrong with it. So I want to give everyone a little damage report.
Yeah, I've made a video where I gave a damage report.
About your scoliosis?
About everything.
And your scoliosis.
Plus more.
Who cares what you have to say? Links here. Okay, this is fine.
Who cares? Oh, she's strapped in for the ride.
Perfect. Okay, so where should we start?
What'd you have for breakfast that day?
I probably didn't eat breakfast.
That's why it happened. Because your bones didn't have nutrients. You're burping in the camera.
That's burping.
You scared the shit.
I threw my back out before tour because my hips were out of place. And this was because I broke my ankle before my last tour and I was walking the wrong way on my legs. I was putting more weight on one leg than the other leg. Fast forward, I'm on tour, everything's okay. I go through tour, 10 shows in, we end up in Detroit. After the show, you remember any of this?
I could tell it. After the show, he's at a bar with the homies.
No, I'm not.
You're outside of a bar.
I'm outside of the show.
Okay, I forget.
You forget? After the show, I go to the bus, I change my clothes, and boom, my rib's out.
My rib fell on the floor.
My rib fell off! Sorry, Link.
You don't gotta be loud.
I was trying to quote a Vine.
This isn't Vine.
Okay.
Oh,
Make this
you as an old man.
hard for
Hey,
me.
this isn't Vine. You're like, what?
Miss Vine, where did it go? No, after the show, I put my stuff away in the bus. I walk out of the bus, and there's some people waiting outside to take pictures and hang out outside of the show. So we're taking pictures with everyone, and a guy walks up, and he says, you got some money? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I don't have any cash. I don't have money for you. For 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, are you paying attention?
Yes.
And this guy is like harassing us for money, and we just keep saying, I'm sorry, dude, we don't have cash for you. I don't have cash for you. I don't have any money. And eventually, he walks up to me, and he starts poking me in the chest. Just poking.
Oh, really? I didn't
He's
know that.
poking me in the chest and going, you're so popular, huh? You're taking pictures with all these people. You're so popular, but you don't mean shit to me unless you give me some money.
Cat man, like you're correct. I can't. I don't have cash with me. I'm sorry though. Popular and shit. Y'all not shit. I'm sorry. I don't have any money. So you showing me some money, you're not shit to me. So you showing me some money, you're not shit to me. So you showing me some money, you're not shit to me.
And I was like, sorry, dude, I don't have money for you. Please don't touch me. And we're being so polite about it. Like, this whole situation, we're like super nice, super passive, and just like, dude, I'm sorry, like, can you please just go away? We don't have cash for you. He didn't go away, but then he would like walk away and then he'd walk back. He'd walk like 10 feet away, then walk back to us. And this whole time there's all these kids here that are still just trying to get pictures and hang out and talk. And this guy just keeps walking away and coming back. He walks up to Eric and Corey, and there's like a puddle in the side of the street, and he starts kicking water at them. And they're like, God, dude, come on, what are you doing? Like,
Call boy.
I'm so humiliated for our city. Like,
I know. I'm sorry. This is our city.
this is so humiliating.
literally all of us are like such passive people. We just kept on trying to appease him and be like, dude, we're so sorry. Please, we don't want any problems. Just get out of here, please. And he kicks water on me. And we're like, well, that was fucked up. We're all got gutter water on ourselves now and shit like that. And he walks up, again, this is now 12 minutes into the whole ordeal. And he pushes one of the kids. His name's Garrett. Hey Garrett, what's up?
Hope you're okay.
Whoa! What are you doing? Whoa! Cute. I like love that.
That's when I got mad because he pushed someone, and then he comes up to me and he pushes me. And as soon as he pushed me, I don't know what to call it. Wrestling wise, I would probably say like double legged him, but I kind of just like
you used his body like a fireman's pole and swung him to the ground. It was the third most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life.
What was the first? You. Hey, thanks.
But I kind of just like strengthed him down, if that makes sense. Like I didn't really do a move.
That's like how you fight though. Like you fight to end the fight. You don't fight to kick someone's ass. You just pin them to be like, hey, calm down. Let's stop.
Yeah, I don't hit
you don't
people.
hit
Because
people.
if you hit people, it hurts your hands and it hurts them, and you can cause damage that you don't want to cause.
It just doesn't stop a fight to hit people, but you pin them to be like, hey, let's
Yeah,
breathe.
it was kind of just like a sweep. Like I like grabbed him and knocked him over.
We'll insert a photo here of what a double, what is it?
Double leg.
Double leg is.
And then I got him on the ground and I put him in a rear naked choke.
Rear naked.
Like this.
Careful, I don't have pants
Yeah,
on.
that's why it's a rear naked choke. Okay, he's on the ground here.
You guys were spooning.
Basically, I had my arm here, and I was holding him like this.
Is this like a triangle choke?
Usually it's tucked in further into the neck, but I don't want to squeeze your neck.
Thank you.
I'm squeezing his head like this. I didn't squeeze it hard enough to like choke him out or anything like that. I just like held him down and I kind of straddled him with my legs so he couldn't like flail around. And he goes, man, get off me, man. And I was like, all right, I'll let you go as long as you promise to walk away. And he got up and he kind of like pushed me like kind of half-heartedly as he was like getting up and finally walked away.
That was literally for me. Literally.
Okay, but Garrett, this is like some serious shit.
And that was pretty much the end of it. It's so weird. There's like 10 people there with their cameras out and shit like that, and no one filmed it happening. So
I wouldn't. My reaction isn't to film shit. It's to just kind of be more aware in the moment just in case I need to do something.
of course, I just assumed that there was like so many people with their phones out that were filming the whole time that they would have got something, and they caught like either right before it happened or like right after it happened. So it was surprising. That was the story. After this happened, like we took a couple more pictures and I started going like, ow, my chest hurts, like, and I thought that it was just like adrenaline, like I was breathing heavy, just kind of hurt. I thought maybe I like pulled something, and for a week I kept on doing shows and being like, when am I gonna be able to use my chest? Days go by and there's an actual like physical lump here in my sternum, and it's really hard to see on video, but it's right here. Yeah, so you can see that lump is on that side and there's like a divot on this side. There's no lump here.
Oh wait, let me oh, so when is that not gonna be that anymore?
Right now it's swollen, but the rib is in place. And I went to a chiropractor. So it was like 7 days later, I was like, wow, there's actually a lump there. This is not like just a pulled muscle up here. So I went to a chiropractor, had it x-rayed, showed them this lump, and got it worked on, put it back in place.
There's a vertebra protruding from your back. It has to be put back. Stay like this until you stand.
And the thing is with ribs, once they're out of place, they pop out easier because they popped out once. It's like it just kind of like opens a doorway for it.
And don't get in fights.
Yeah, this is not even my fault. I just finally went to my chiropractor here, back home, and he was feeling around in my back because they can tell like what happened in the front based on like what is going on in your back because the ribs are, you know, connected. And the reason that I was feeling this pain in my chest as well was because there's vertebrae that were pushed out of place up here on top of this that I still had never taken care of. So today was the first time my home chiropractor was like, oh, you're all fucked up. And this, he had to push back in again. This up here cracked my back, and I had told him like a week ago I couldn't stand up straight anymore either. And I found out that my hips went out of place again and my back was blown out again. So he put my hips back in place, and the moral of the story is I'm all fucked up. But I'm good now. And I'm realizing now that I'm fucking old as shit. I must be, because my body is not working.
Can't do what you did when you were 18 anymore.
Nope.
So now, once tour is over, officially, what's your plan?
Cryotherapy, which is just me crying, and that's the therapy. Anyways, that was my story. What do you think? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Was it interesting at all?
It is interesting, but it could get better.
What?
You gotta get better. Stream get better now on all platforms.
I want to get better. It's going to get better.
I'm sorry for breaking down in front of you. I'm fucked up, I don't know what else I
That's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what number vlog this is. I have merch linked in my description below. All shipping is free. I have tickets linked to my last show of the tour on this Friday. Linked in my description below as well. And all my music is, of course, linked in my description. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, listen to it. And I give a shout out to someone with my notifications on. Today, that person is Annie. Annie, here's your shout out. Yo, what's up, Annie? Thank you for listening. Can I call you a Stanny or maybe Peyton Manning? You came to some of my shows and you've been watching us grow. I love you, hope that you know, but now I got to go. Wow, I gotta rest my voice before this last show, huh? Let's roll it to the credits, shall we? Don't be sad, buy my
my merch. I got Don't Be Sad on hoodies and shirts.
And that's the end of my story time. I could just make a full video of like just this.
Nah.
It'd be boring, huh?
It's like one of those things where it's like telling someone your dream. People are just gonna be like,
Does it suck that bad? No. Like telling someone a dream is like a bunch of bullshit that like didn't actually happen. This is like something that happened and it's a real life thing.
You know, actually, I take that back.